And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, John Means. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Close, but called a ball. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Noel makes the grab, one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 out. Base is empty.
No, that's low. Ball.
Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. No score. And the batter will be the shortstop, number 15.
The shortstop, Chandler Simpson.
High fly ball out to center field. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners because these hitters know what to do when runners are on.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm
Steven.
sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hit.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now, Jose Ramirez. Swinging a foul straight back.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Santander, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
Batting fifth.
Dalton
Center fielder,
Varsho
Dalton
next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering upstairs. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure.
And he beats it with room to spare.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And now it's going to be Ernie Clement. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
That's low. That's a ball.
He's in there.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That one finds the corner. And that's strike 2. And this is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. This to center field, and it drops in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. Drove in both of their runs last night. Right through there for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Ground ball to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Swung on, belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. in to score from first. It's 2-zip.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. What a stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. Here's Josh Naylor. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, it made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
0-1.
The wind and the pitch.
That's a ball.
Naylor needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. More than 2 strikeouts per game over the last 10. Grab some bench.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit. On to the 3rd inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Springer batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. That's too low. Now 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. He goes down looking. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Anthony Santander.
And that drops in for a strike. Just missed.
That's out.
Bichette off of first with 2 away.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blue Jays held in check. They're on top 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Rodriguez back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Rodriguez with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And he lays down a bunt. Guerrero. And he beats it out. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Santander right there to make the grab. And that is the 3rd. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Dalton Varsho. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Ernie Clement now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that drops in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
1-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good fade and sinking action of that
Now
changeup.
batting,
Got that hitter to roll
catcher,
over.
Alejandro
Two
Kirk.
down, bases empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing at a foul straight back. Liner to second and picked on the hop. The throw to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We're midway in the fourth. Blue Jays 2 and the Guardians nothing. Fought off foul.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That misses. Ball 1. And that's down and away. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wasting no time. He's
for the Guardians,
2 for 2 now on the
third
night,
baseman,
and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Ramirez.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 so far. And that is out of play. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. On the ground right side, and foul ball.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's outside.
That's
and now it's even 1-1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. And he's already singled in this game. Swinging a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. throw to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So up next, Jhonkensy Noel. Late on that fastball. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Swanson getting loose as well. Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And now 2-1. Next offering misses down and away.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Outside corner, got him looking.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Pinch hitter coming on, David Fry.
For the Guardians, number 6, David Fry.
On the ground to first, Guerrero. Steps on first for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Brian Rocchio. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Rocchio in his 2nd season, 24 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a curve misses outside. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Trying to bunt his way on. Guerrero. It's safe at first, a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Will Brennan. 0-2. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Lane Thomas. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Dives, but it's off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they get it out of the play. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Now
we're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Cade Smith.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
First pitch misses. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Out to short. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Anthony Santander digs in now.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Go ahead run at second. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Popped up. Manzardo under this one. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Little back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through it for the K. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
Ramirez.
Ripped to short. And Ramirez is set down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Cut out and miss. Curveball struck him out. Guardians go down 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one missed. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's a foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Manzardo snags it. And there's one away. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, popped up left side. Settles under it. And there are 2 down. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. That's in for a strike. And downstairs. They say you win.
1 and 2's the count.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning stretch time. We are tied 2-2.
Pitching for Toronto.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now the 0-1. Outside.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
1 and 2.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's downstairs. Counts full, 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. John Kenzie Noel will hit next. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Action in the pen down there. Eric Swanson up and loosening in the pen. Sandlin getting cranked up as well. Fouled off. He was late. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And a 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Fry now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that's outside. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. Here in Cleveland, and now the DH, Davis Schneider. In for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kwan under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bichette, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 down. Here's George Springer, 1 for 3. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees. In time, got him, and that'll do it.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher on here, Nick
Number
Sandlin.
52.
Well, he's been a really tough guy
Nick
to take deep
Sandlin.
this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Rocchio up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Off the mark there, and the count is 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And there's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball to right. Springer hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter.
Chandler Simpson.
Popped up, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And now the 0-1. And he swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson getting ready to go. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Score remains 2-2. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Righty reliever out of the pen, Hunter Gaddis.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Got it.
Strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole. You're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Outside low. And the count 1-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's downstairs and outside.
That's a really good take.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases, and they take the lead. It's 3-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. No question about this one. It's out of here. He hammers one out to center. His 13th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The next offering misses. And that's ball one. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate.
Yeah.
Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And now the count is even. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And he chases a high fastball there.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians and delivers outside.
That's outside.
There's a strike.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The 1-1.
Yeah.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one way inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Just misses with that one. Struck him out swinging. And the Guardians with 1 out left.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That catches the corner.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Foul ball, still 0-2. This could end it. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a Thursday matinee on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod in this one, Luis Ortiz. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Second pitch of the game, it was a good one, but doesn't get the strike call. We'll see how this umpire's zone shapes up today.
In there at the knees, and it's 2-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And it's even up. Now a slow roller to second. Bazana sends it to first, and Bichette is retired. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big factor for them in recent games, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure. And he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in. But somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And that's down and away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
ripped in the air, left field, and it'll touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next offering is down low.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Now one missed. Man at first, one away. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter now, number 15. Bunt attempt, popped up. Gosman makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because guys are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners because these guys know what to do when men are on.
To the right side, Guerrero. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Just got him on that one.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Popped up. Clement gets under it. And that ends the inning. And we're back. Top of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate. Ortiz back to work. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And that's fouled off. Ortiz, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ball 1 there. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers, they work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Ramirez sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And it's fouled away. That one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Leading off, Jose Ramirez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ramirez launched a homer in his most recent game. And the next pitch is way outside. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's the ball.
See straight.
That one laced to center and a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
Here's Josh Naylor. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Next offering down in the dirt.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the splitter and it was effective. So two down now, and here is Kyle Manzardo.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. As expected, we're going into a rain delay, and I have a feeling this is going to be a long break, Singy. It is really coming down as they put the tarp on the infield.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw this one coming, Boog, and it's not going to be a short break either, so guess we go grab some coffee or something, man. Go sneak in a game of the show before play picks back up.
Bring it.
Number 39.
We welcome you back with good news. The tarp is off the field, and it's done raining here at the ballpark, so we can get back to action. Ben Lively back on the bump after a very long delay. Pitchers don't often stay in games in these situations, but they'll give it a go. And digging in at the plate, Alejandro Kirk. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing, called strike. And 1-2.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. In position. He makes the grab. And that quickly 2 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Brennan makes the play, and that'll do it. One left for Toronto. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Now this is in the air down the line. Springer on the move. Squeezes it, and there's one down. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Right side, Jimenez. Slings to first in time. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana.
Number 40.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
And that's too high. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there. The count now 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nathan Lucas. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Not in time, he legs it out.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Struck him out looking. buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Springer in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hit on the ground to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. That's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check, and we are still scoreless. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 4th, and now number 15. Drag bunt back towards the mound. Fires over to Guerrero. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Makes the catch for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And that's outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Not close with that one. 2-1. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. That misses. 1-0. Clement in his 4th year, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Flied out his first time. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Brennan settles underneath it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at 2nd. And he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away.
Good read there at 2nd base to move up to 3rd. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with 1 away.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho doubled his first time up. Double play ball to 2nd. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the 2nd baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Chad Green.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Fought off foul.
You know, these Guardians, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Next pitch is outside.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. misses the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson preparing to come on if needed. Burr also throwing. And now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. And that one is downstairs, and the count is filled up. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with one gone. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Swinging a foul straight back. Naylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Naylor rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Lively back to work. Just missed. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Ground ball right side. takes it himself. One up, one down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that just misses. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That K is his third of the game. Not even close there. Ball one.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Just missed.
He hasn't wanted to challenge at both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here. Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And now here is Anthony Santander. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the sixth. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Swanson. Out for the 30th time this year. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Travis Bazzano digs in for the Guardians.
40.
Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And a swing and a miss there. Activity in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia up and throwing. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Bunting for a hit. Jimenez safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Now here is Will Brennan. Throw, safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here in Cleveland, top of inning number 7, digging in, George Springer. That's in for a strike. and swinging. And now Ernie Clement. That one's in there, 0-1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Back to the mound. He's got it. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays, and we're still knotted at 0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Burr.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Kwan in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. In the air out towards right center. And George makes the grab.
Now batting, third base.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses and one down below the zone. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's down and away. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
1 out. Runner at second. Naylor getting ready to hit. Late swing, foul to the left.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Check swing, and that's a ball. Slider clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
That's down and in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Man at second. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Manzardo can't hold up, and that's a strike. And fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're at the top of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Tim Herron on to pitch out of the pen here.
And
Now
one thing on
pitching
him,
for the Guardians.
he's been really good this season at keeping the
Number
ball in the park.
29.
Not an easy guy to take deep.
That one finds the zone.
Oh.
That's strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That clips the corner. That one misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And the 3-0 finds the zone.
3-1.
And that one fouled off. Got him! 2 out. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. There's a strike at the knees. And that is out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 3 up.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Noel swings through it for strike 1.
One ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
That one is absolutely belted. Varsho on a dead sprint, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Sandlin, the right-hander, also getting loose.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Inside. It's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians fail to score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. Herron back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And ball one.
That's a ball.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 9th homer of the year. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down, and here is Ernie Clement. And that misses. And it's 1-0. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Now a fly ball to right center. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase.
power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Kerr in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pitch misses. And 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Runner at third, 2 away. Tried hitting 101 and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout. And some late inning drama here in the ninth. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Fires over to Guerrero, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
And that one fouled off. The Guardians trailing by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. Jimenez throw to first. Now only one out remaining. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hoffman is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, Tanner Bybee. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Toss to Naylor. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Pitch misses, and now 3-0. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Now 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Fry down to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And now the Guardians. Bottom of the 1st, and stepping in is the speedy number 15. Strike 1. And he lays down a bunt. Contreras. And he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning.
No shame in his game. He extends his hitting streak by laying down a bunt, and it counts for a reason. The streak lives to see another day. Nicely done to utilize some small ball right there.
Here's Lane Thomas now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one almost got him. Here comes a pitch. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Steven Kwan, the next to hit.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Throw to first in time. Here's the Guardians lineup now. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Travis Bazzana.
Yeah, and Boog, sometimes all you need when you're slumping like this is just a little bit of confidence. You need a little bit of luck. One at bat where you hit the ball hard. Maybe it's caught, no big deal. Or maybe you get a bleeder, it gets you a hit. You just need to feel good about the at-bat, and that's when things start to turn a little bit. We'll see if he can do that in this one.
Jose Ramirez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Little chopper rolls foul. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
0-1's the count.
Naylor needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. And now, Alec Burleson. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Burleson, in his 3rd season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Here's Nolan Arenado.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to second, they get 1 on the Naylor. They get 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And first offering is fouled off. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, David Fry.
Catcher, David Fry.
Fouled off down the right side. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Pozo on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. John Kenzie Noel digs in now. There's the strike. 1 out, bases empty. Inside, just missed. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Daniel Schneemann will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Tap foul at the plate. Noel at second with 2 down. Foul ball there. Man at second. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that. Bybee back to work. And that one sliced foul. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and missed. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
1 down, base is empty. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's just foul. Next offering misses down and away.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Top of the third, no score. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. On to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now a chance for Lars Nootbaar. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Win batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Comebacker to the mound. They take the force out, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, number 15. bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Leading off for the
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Thomas.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Fouled off. He was late. No outs. Runner on second.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses the zone.
2
and the
strikes.
count 1-2. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting.
Stephen
left
Kwan
fielder.
digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In the air out to center. Pulls it in on the run. That is the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. In there at the knees for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's a foul ball. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now at the plate, Alec Burleson. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. There goes the runner. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And the 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Donovan, the runner at third. Gorman at first with no outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is a big first out. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's a fair ball. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Pozo stands in now and watches strike 1. Misses off the plate, and the count even 1-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And there's the ball.
2-2 count.
And a curve misses outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And they're all loaded up.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott. There's a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs. And 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. On a line. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's in there at the knees.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Late swing fouled off. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 2-2. The Guardians trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Next to hit, John Kenzie Noel. Doubled his first time. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
And takes low for ball one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws out to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nootbaar, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Center field. Thomas under it. Brings it in. 1 away. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. That's through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
On the ground to short, Schneemann. Zips it across, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Daniel Schneemann. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bazzana in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that one moves his feet. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And next is the designated hitter. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1.
I'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
And it's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses in. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. He will score. We're tied at 1.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see it.
Pitching for St. Louis.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
52.
Has grounded out a couple of times. Rudder takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Line drive. Arenado tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Bybee back to work. The other way.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Go ahead run on base. Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. With the go-ahead run standing at second. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one not close. And a full count now. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Contreras, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Just missed.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Chopped left side. Down the line, and it's foul. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And up next for St. Louis, Yoel Pozo. Right through there for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The 0-2. Outside.
Nope. Outside.
Gorman at third. Burleson on second. Arenado over at first with one away. Ground ball right side, could be two. He comes home with it. And that's two.
This team is ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
Back here in Cleveland, here's Jose Ramirez. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Maton also getting ready. Swing and a chopper out to short. Boots it.
Man, that was a great effort to lunge and pick that one at first. The throw was way short, but he almost bailed him out. Just couldn't get it to stick in the mitt.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Clips the outside corner. Strike one. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Ball one.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it. Apply that tag. Hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases. Maybe even more.
Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one 95 to finish him off. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Out to short. Save.
He's safe.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Stepping in, John Kenzie Noel. And that drops in for a strike. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Way inside, and that hit him.
Right there. First base.
First and second, 2 outs. Schneemann, the next to hit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out. Travis Bazzana digs in now. Check swing went around, and that is strike one. That's to third. Arenado sends it across to first. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. We go to the top of the seventh, and the batter now, Victor Scott. Sam Hentges gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me. You know, these Cards, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that's in the dirt. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Lars Nootbaar. Ball one there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Two down, nobody on, and they'll do it again. That's down and in. And it remains 2-2. 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Makes the sliding stop to first, and that's a great play for the out. 3 up, 3 down.
Pitching for St.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. JoJo Romero. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Trying to bunt his way on. And see, he busted it down the line for that infield single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first. Here comes Lane Thomas.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Next offering is downstairs.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Ball outside.
One strike.
Throw to second. Great. Wasn't even close.
Now the go-ahead run's in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2-2 to count.
Right side, hard hit. Contreras takes it himself and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at-bat. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom of the seventh. And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down. Go ahead run at scoring position. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Pozo on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Donovan swings through it for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
The 0-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Gorman in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Burleson in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Looked like it was a little bit up. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, fair ball.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Arenado in the box now. Takes strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right through there, got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Phil Maton.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Naylor in the box now, takes strike 1. And now the count is even. And that's down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Fry in the box now, takes strike 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Fernandez appears to be getting loose. Leahy warming up as well. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians.
John Kenzie Noel.
And a foul ball. Maton, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Guardians back now at Progressive Field. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. So they turn to their closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Clase.
Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where It's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called out on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
To third. Slings it across. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning. Bottom of the 9th. Now it's the shortstop, Daniel Schneemann. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Kyle Mansardo.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boo, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. And that's outside. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses there. 2-0.
2-0.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Pozo on to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating his hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And here is number 15. Trying to send this to extra innings. And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Pozo on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. Ryan Rocchio, he's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Ryan Rocchio.
That one's in there, and that's strike one. In the air, left field, down the line. And it gets into the seats.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now here is Mason Wynn.
Nope.
Close
Ball one.
one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Just missed.
Well, this is
2-0.
a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And gone! Home run number 10 on the year. And now they're out in front. It's 3-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Donovan, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Nabs it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. And here in extra innings. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs. Welcome back, and here comes the close. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center. So now a pinch hitter, Will Brennan.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Tying run at the plate.
2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, there's the strike. Fought off foul. Now all even up.
3-2.
Stephen Kwan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And now, Stephen Kwan. That's inside. with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Now one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they're down to their last out.
Now batting
at the plate, Jose Ramirez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in extra innings. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Helsley is just 1 strike away. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras in.